Today on Big Fish 365, Lee Tauken
Fish, got him.
and Dan Steele hit a late fall shore fishing smorgasbord of toothy critters. Then Eric Hadia and friends go on automatic for wintering stream steelhead below the cover of ice.
Here you go, buddy. Nice job.
All this and more right now on Big Fish 365.
What a river giant.
What a big salmon, light tackle. How awesome is that? Got another nice bluegill. Here he comes. There he is. Got him. He just crushed that bait. Awesome fish. There's one. Got him.
Fish, got him. This thing is an absolute tanker, man. It's all about the big fish, baby. Got him. Fish on. We're doing a little shore fishing tonight. And we're hooked up first fish, looking like a big fat pike.
Well, let me get the net for you, Lee, here. I'll slide in and, whoa, he's not ready yet.
That is just a pike. All right. Thanks, buddy.
There we go.
All right. You never know when it comes to throwing crankbaits, especially after dark. Our target species is walleye, but hey, we'll take a gator like this. We'll take a muskie. All right, good looking fish. Yeah, she'll be fine.
Well, there's 3 different types of baits I like to throw at night in the fall. First being a rattle trap type bait. This is a Strike King red eye shad, 1/2 ounce. This just kind of calls in the fish from a slightly farther distance when they're real aggressive. So that's when the fish are aggressive. The next bait is a wider wobbling bait. This is a flicker shad, but Lee just caught one on a shad wrap, so real similar type of bait. Throw that one as well. The third type is a silent jerk bait. No rattles in this thing at all. And this is from the fish are in a neutral or negative mood, and I fish it very slow, long pauses. And a lot of times when you pick up the slack, the fish is there hanging on to it. So that's what I like to throw, and I basically will cycle between those 3 baits, give them about equal time, and as soon as I start catching fish on one type of bait, I'll stick with that for a while, and sometimes the fish's mood will switch again, and you have to keep changing it up throughout the night. So let's get back to fishing.
Fish. Got it. What do we got here?
We got this time.
Actually feels pretty decent.
That is a nice fish.
Look at the size of that. Come here. No, I'm not on top. Get him, buddy.
Got
All
him.
right, look at that.
In the net.
Nice fish. Boy, that's a fat one too. But that happened, I had just switched baits. That was probably my 2nd or 3rd cast with the flicker shad, a gold flicker shad. And I had just come up off a rock and that thing just pounded it. Great looking fish. Got him. Fish on. I just totally stopped that bait. Big walleye. Unfortunately, Dan went down the shore to go try another area, so I had to get the net myself. Come here, buddy. All right, nice fish, man. Look at the size of that. That's about like the other one, really super fat one. I got about halfway back to shore and stopped the bait, and gave it a super long pause, went twitch, pause, and then pause, and the line actually straightened out. That fish totally hit that bait on the dead stick. Awesome. Tell me these fish aren't gobbling that bait. Look at that husky jerk, is absolutely down there, head first. Like I said, when I was fighting that fish, I was about half of the way back to shore, and there we go. About halfway back to shore, and I just paused the bait right about the area where I had the last walleye bite, about halfway back. Paused the bait, just let it sit there, did a couple little twitches, let it sit there again. I literally watched that line straighten out as that fish hit it down at the water level. You could just see that line get tight, and you knew that that fish had a hold of that bait. Gorgeous fish, man. All right. The night's still young, too. Awesome.
After the break on Big Fish 365.
Look at the size of that walleye. Dan.
This segment brought to you by lake-link.com, the Midwest's largest online fishing resource.
If it's not on your radar, you're not in the game.
Isn't that something?
Log on to lake-link.com, the largest fishing resource in the Midwest. Find info on thousands of bodies of water, interactive fishing reports, and gain access to topographical maps on over 2,700 different lakes. Be in the know and know where to go. Lake-link.com, beyond the water.
Oh, fish, got him. Right on the exact same thing, doing the pause. Nice walleye. Look at the size of that walleye. Dan.
Let me grab the net for you, Lee. Here we go. Nice fish. Oh, there she goes, in the net.
Holy crap, unbelievable.
And there's your bait.
Look, the bait just fell right out. Look at that. Let's get a look at this guy. Another perfect specimen on that glass minnow husky jerk, size 10. You know it's fall when the fish look this fat. Absolutely awesome. Same thing, Dan. I was pulling that bait in, got about halfway back, stop, pause, and the line again just straightened right out.
You know, Lee, I think it's time for me to make a change. You've had 3 fish in 5 minutes on that bait. It's time for me to switch.
Look at how thick the back of these things are. Look at that. I mean, late fall fish, that's what it's all about. All right, the net is ready just in case I get one, showing you how I was working this bait. So pretty much, just throw it out, straight retrieve until you get that bait at the desired depth level right there, all right? So there's the depth. Pause, sweep, reel back, sweep, pause. That's when that last fish hit, was on that extra long pause. I actually felt the line and saw the line straighten out when that thing ate. Fish, got him. I was trying to show you, I think it's a pike. Nice pike too. Holy man, did he hit that thing. Here, I'm just trying to show you how I'm working the bait. Evidently, it's working pretty good. That extra long pause.
Underneath this fish. Wow, she's really got it. Can't even see the bait.
No, that is just classic, you know, just trying to teach you something, and it works. It obviously works here. Absolutely key. If that fish would have inhaled that bait like that without that titanium wire in front of it, pretty good chance that I wouldn't have got a hold of that thing and probably would have lost a bait on top of it. You know, that's the reason I'm running that 20-pound titanium wire. It's because I don't want to lose baits and I want to catch fish like this. What a hog belly. Look at that thing.
Fish
right there.
What do we got here?
What do you got there?
Looks to me like a pike.
Which net are we looking at? The in between, the smaller net?
Yeah, the smaller net should take care of this guy. Nice pike though. Finally.
Was it on that same pause too?
It was on the long pause. I gave it the pause and the fish almost tore the rod out of my hand during the pause. Finally in the net. It's been a long night for me and learning a lesson from Lee here. And she's off. Can't beat that. Don't even need the pliers. Well, this fish came on the death pause like I mentioned, but it was right by shore. Never give up until your bait's out of the water. Sometimes at night, I'll even do an L-turn, similar to muskie fishing. You know, you get your bait few inches of line and just go into your L turn, and sometimes there's a fish following, and you can't see them at night. You just never know what's gonna happen. So keep your baits wet.
Fish, got him, got him. On the long pause again. Big fish, big fish. Big fish. There he is. Oh,
Looking like a muskie.
yeah, he's fighting like a muskie too. A pike would have waited till I got all the way next to shore for him to start fighting. Oh, man, there she, look, out of the water. She came all the way out of the water. How cool is that? Holy moly. Look at, oh. There she goes again. It's not a real big muskie, but pretty much that's the trifecta right there. Oh, nice work, buddy. Look at that. First it's pike, then it's big walleye. Now we got a nice muskie. Man, that is absolutely the deal. The shore fishing at night with crankbaits, you never know what you're gonna catch. Let's get a look at that. When it comes to nighttime shore fishing, the cold water periods is where it's at. Crankbaits happens to be late fall right now, actually late November even. Spring of the year and fall of the year is when you can access big fish from shallow water, even shore fishing in this case. Look at that muskie. What a night.
After the break on Big Fish 365.
Oh, yeah, look at it. Oh.
This segment brought to you by Freyville, trusted gear since 1938.
The thing is huge.
Thanks.
You know, I mean, that's a monster.
I'm pretty proud of it.
When are you gonna hang it?
Maybe tomorrow. You got the hammer?
The nation's largest independent dealer is where you need to go for your next motorcycle, and it's right in your backyard. Road Track and Trail. With over 500 pre-owned bikes to choose from, we can say name the brand, and we'll have it for under 10 grand. Check out roadtrackandtrail.com, then visit Road Track and Trail in Big Bend.
Nice start to the day. Hey, we're fishing a new spot today, folks. Got a couple of friends of mine I just met today. Scott I fished with before, and I got Ryan here I fished with before, and Nate. A group of us are coming out, we're exploring, fishing a new area, new spot for big trout through the ice here. So we're fishing with spawn and skein and stuff, and we'll show you how we're rigging all that stuff up here, but let's catch some fish. All right. The key, folks, is when you get one of these big fish on, these trout, is you just want to really take your time, because we're fishing light line, soft rods, 6 and 8 pound fluorocarbon, and you know they'll scream out 50 feet of line, so that soft rod absorbs the head shakes and stuff. So yeah, I may have to reach down and try to grab this one, because it's kind of hard to get at. Easy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at it. Oh, look at that. Here you go, buddy. Nice job.
That's a beauty.
Man, now, is that your biggest steelhead or
Oh,
what?
yeah.
That is a giant through the ice in southern Wisconsin, fishing a new spot, buddy. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at the colors. Let's get a quick picture of them, then let's throw them back, all right? I'm gonna unhook them real quick. There we go. Got them unhooked. Got it? All right. Hey,
Perfect.
folks, giant trout. We got a quick picture of them. We're gonna let them go. That's a beautiful big steelhead. That fish will be fine. Big female.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome job, man. Awesome. What a way to start the day, man, hey?
Can't
Fishing
beat
a
it.
new spot, first one's a giant. Love it, love it, love it. All right. There's one. All right. I just saw him. He's not a big one. Grab him. There you go, buddy. Actually, it's a little male, little buck.
Pretty
Another
fish.
little buck. All right, there we go. That was on a pink spawn sack right there. And there he is, nice little rainbow. And like I said, all our fish are stocked. This one's got an adipose fin clipped. Nice little male. We'll let that guy go. But if you wanted to eat one, that'd be a good eater. You want to feel if you're out of shape. I'm out of shape.
Not to put you so far away.
I'm out of shape, man. But
That's a half-mile run.
you know what? Never fished this stretch, so I figured we'd just spread them out and see where they start popping. And so far, it's on one end and the other end. So just take your time, man. Doing a good job. But these trout, they fight so hard, and you know they take these quick runs. And
The thing that always surprises me is you don't lose a whole lot of fish. Once they're hooked up good, you know, unless you do something stupid, unless
good
you
point.
horse them, you
You're
don't
right.
lose a whole lot of fish.
Very good point. They have a really gummy mouth. Trout do, you know, real soft mouth. They're fishing with a number 6 or 8 Gamakatsu hook, and when you get the hook in them, they stick pretty good. Come here. Come here. There you go. Nice job, Ryan. Here you go, buddy.
Beautiful.
Nice job. Nice steelhead.
Beautiful fish.
Hey,
You
isn't
just
that
can't beat it.
awesome?
We got about a 6 or 7 pounder here.
I mean, you tell me, where can you go and consistently catch rainbows around here in Wisconsin and big giant brown trout through the ice, dude?
Nowhere else.
Yeah, that's why I love this fishery, and they fight really, really hard. Good job, man.
After the break on Big Fish 365.
Yeah! Dude, wow. Just take your time with them.
This segment brought to you by Midwestern Shooter Supply, the official tackle supplier of Big Fish 365.
For over 25 years, Midwestern Shooter Supply has been your premier dealer for hunting supplies. Our staff is friendly, experienced, and certified with over 15 years in gunsmithing experience. We're your one-stop shop for your hunting needs. Our inventory is at the lowest possible price, and we will match any other dealer advertised price. Do you do more than hunt? Check out our supply of fishing products as well. Visit Midwestern Shooter Supply today, or shop our web store at mwshooters.com. Midwestern Shooter Supply. We want to be your outdoor supplier.
Are you tired of chasing flags? Do you want to catch more fish? Then you need the Automatic Fisherman.
Introducing the Automatic Fisherman, a tip-up and jigging rod in one complete package. Fight your fish with a rod and reel. Catch all species of fish. No need to run to your tip-up. The Automatic Fisherman. Stop chasing flags and start catching fish. Get yours today.
So I've got an Automatic Fisherman, and I've got a Frable 38-inch trout rod here that works fantastic for trout fishing. It's fiberglass, so it's got a lot of flex. Allows you to fight a big fish on light tackle. And the way I rig this up is I get my depth finder and I drop it right down to the bottom. There's the bottom. And then I just pull right up. We're in about 6 feet, 5 feet of water here, and I've got a split shot. I've got a two-way swivel, and I've got an ice stopper. I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. And I've got my number 6 Gamakatsu hook here. And what I do is I take my spawn sack, and I just hook it right through the netting here, and I will drop this puppy right down the hole here with a split shot on it. And I'm going to set up my Automatic Fisherman here. This is basically a contraption that sets the hook for you. That's what you need for these trout. So they'll pick the spawn bag up and swim down with it a little bit. My float will rise to the top and it sets the hook. The fish is on. You run over here, you grab it, you can give them a little set, and you hang on. You fight the fish on a nice soft rod, 6 and 8 pound test. That's what I use for catching these trout. The other thing that's really important I'd like to show you is what I have here. It's an ice stopper. This is not a float or a bobber, okay? This stays in my hole, okay? And it floats in my hole. And it has some liquid, okay? Some non-toxic de-icer. I put this in my float. It floats in the water. My line runs parallel up and down vertically and slide through it and not freeze. So when it's cold outside, that's really important. You don't want your line freezing in the ice. So when a fish hits it, that's a really important part. So all those little things, the bobber, the ice stopper, the Automatic Fisherman, the nice soft rod that allows you to fight a big fish on light line, small hooks, spawn sacks, easiest contraptions for catching a lot of these big trout. What we're gonna do now is, you know, we fished here a few hours, caught a handful of rainbows, and kind of died. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick up the rods and we're gonna go upriver and try another spot for the afternoon and see if we can put a couple more fish on the ice. So time to make the move. Well, as you can see, we moved to our new spot, and the difference where we're at now is there's a significant amount more of current. We've got a lot more flow. We're in faster water. We're actually in shallower water. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a little more weight, a little more split shot to keep my bait down near the bottom. The more current, the more weight you need to have. Otherwise that current's going to push your bait up high underneath the ice. I like to fish anywhere from that, you know, that 4 to 10 feet of water. I'm looking for holes that are just a little bit deeper. You'll have some shallow areas that'll be 2 to 3 feet. Then they'll drop down into these 4 to 6 foot holes. I like to fish in those 4 to 6 foot holes all the way from the beginning to the middle to the end of the hole. Kind of cover them that way. That's why these automatic fishermen work really, really good for these trout. We moved upriver. Oh, he's going upriver, dude. That's a good fish. Yep. That's a good one. Just loosen up on him. He goes up, that's a big one. That's all, dude. Wow. Just take your time with him. Yeah. Anytime he's around something, you go real loose on him. I mean, it's when I said that fish was around something, it's literally 2 feet of water, 3 feet of water here. So it's a new spot we're trying. A lot of current going through here, and there's wood and rocks, so we've snapped off a couple of fish. So a little different technique here in the river. There we go. Nice fish, man. What a beauty. Hey, man. What an awesome day, dude. On the water with you, with Matt, with Ryan, Nate. We had an awesome day. Hey, fishing for big trout. Like I tell you, there's nothing better coming on the ice, fishing new spots with friends. Just met Matt today. All these guys, we met up on the website. We're up fishing. Thanks for checking out the show. It's all about catching big fish. For more information, check out our website, bigfish365.com, for videos, fishing reports, real-time mobile uploads, and interactive content. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, check out our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for more Big Fish 365.